This story came from Block Club Chicago, and I want to thank our colleague Lainey Peterson for sharing it with us because I found that it is an inspirational story. This comes from Pascal Sabino. West Side Man is honored for building a successful moving business after family tragedy and incarceration. Deshaun Nelson, 23, started his moving company after realizing how challenging it was to find a job when you have a criminal background. Now he's giving employment opportunities to others with a rap sheet. A West Sider who was incarcerated as a teen is being honored for becoming a business owner as a young man. Deshaun Nelson, 23, will be awarded the Lawndale Christian Legal Center's Emerging Leader Award at the Holistic Legal Aid Group's annual benefit, the Justice Rising Gala. The gala is dedicated to the pursuit of justice, equity, and transformative opportunity for young people on the West Side. The gala, which includes a fundraiser, is 6 p.m. Thursday. The in-person event is sold out, but virtual tickets are available online. So, here's the young man. Nelson owns Mr. Nelson's Movers, a moving company he launched with a single truck in 2020. In less than 2 years, he's grown his business to 3 trucks and 4 employees. I was actually proud of myself. I bought a moving truck. It felt good for the first time. People were surprised I actually did it, Nelson said. Nelson said his father died in a house fire in 2012. The struggle of coping with that loss is partly why he started selling drugs when he was in the 8th grade, he said. He was arrested and jailed multiple times as a teenager, and he struggled to find a job and support himself after he was released, he said. That experience motivated him to start his own business. It started when I came home from jail. I was ready to be legit. I got tired of getting denied from jobs I applied to. My background was so bad, they never gave me a chance, he said. This goes back to what we were talking about earlier, Kit, right? Mm-hmm. Proactive solutions. If you don't invest in the neighborhoods, if you don't provide opportunities, look, you can't condone people's choices to decide to sell drugs as a solution, but if there's no other options out there and they're just trying to survive. Lawndale Christian Legal Center, which represented Nelson in some of his legal cases as a teen, and of course they'd blame his parents, right? His dad who passed away. Mm-hmm. There's no parent to blame there, Mr. McDonald's CEO. Lawndale Christian Legal Center, which represented Nelson in some of his legal cases as a teen, helped him find his first job cleaning up the neighborhood after he was released. The organization connected him with a mentor and resources like mental health services and professional development opportunities. Nelson spent 2 years working on himself, shifting his mindset and unraveling the issues that landed him in trouble in the first place, he said. My outlook was very different. I just wanted to make money. I never thought about nothing else. I never thought about the bad things that could happen to me, Nelson said. Nelson's mentor and support from neighborhood groups like UCAN and North Lawndale Employment Network helped him visualize the type of life he wanted and make progress towards launching his business. It was really just having a mentor who could tell me I could improve myself. I really needed a person to tell me that and guide me, Nelson said. The young entrepreneur also makes it a point to hire others who have a criminal history. Half of Nelson's employees were once incarcerated. As his company grows, he wants to continue to prioritize those who need a second chance, he said. Nelson also wants to inspire other young people and guide them towards improving their circumstances. What inspires me the most is seeing other young people trying as well to start their own business. Multiple people send me messages, me asking how to start this. That pushes me to keep going, Nelson said. Nelson also lost his mother in 2019. He keeps a photograph of her in his moving truck to remind him of why he works so hard each day to improve himself and create opportunities to help people who come from similar circumstances. When his parents were still living, his potential to accomplish great things was always overshadowed by the mistakes he made. Mr. Nelson's Movers is his way of honoring their memory and living a life they would be proud of, he said. The main reason I started everything was from my mom. She always saw the bad things I did outside. That pushes me to keep going harder. Well, wow. I salute Deshaun, toast to Deshaun. Cheers.
Exactly. You know what I'm going to say? Usually sometimes on our shows, be it Heartland's Media or Chicago Corner, we usually end them on some sorrow notes. And, this is one of the few times where we can actually end the show on a good note because here's somebody who made mistakes. Okay. No one's perfect, myself included. No, there's no such thing as a perfect person, but look, he clearly made some mistakes and he realized he made mistakes and he's doing something to redeem himself and, more importantly, help others that are struggling. Because when people are released out of the prison industrial complex, they really have nowhere to go. Yeah. They have no opportunities waiting for them. and majority of them barely even have like a social network or people that they can rely on to help them out. Usually they're just all left out there on their own, and they just get reabsorbed back into a sick system, and then they
They're
get
shunned.
yeah, and
They're
then they get
shunned.
and then they get put right back into the prison industrial complex. I think we need to see more stories like this, more people like this to step up. And the thing is, I think you know what, if we do have the time or chance, let's see if we can have him on Chicago Corner or Heartlands Media to actually help promote this, because this is something that's needed. Because look at most of the people that are behind bars, they're nonviolent offenders, and all of them are victims of a system that clearly just what happens when you get put into this prison system is it just causes people to be worse, not better. And I'm very happy for this man and the work that he has done and how he's trying to contribute and give back. He's asking for a second chance. Let's give him that second chance.
I'd love to be able to get him on the show. This story reminds me of when I had Melissa Hernandez on, who was a bit more of a victim, right? But I mean, to see these people who are just overwhelmed with circumstances beyond their control, or beyond their ability to get past, be able to kind of shift gears and change and course correct later, is what's very, very inspirational about this story, and as well as Melissa's. So yeah, I mean, honestly, hats off to this young man, Deshaun. It shows that there's hope, and I'm not going to say it's easy, but this guy was able to overcome whatever obstacles were still there and turn his life around as he wanted to. I don't think that he wanted to sell drugs in the beginning.
No.
Clearly, this guy was desperate, dealing with difficult circumstances, and he's thus proven now, especially in the way that he's giving others a chance and the way that he wasn't given a chance. So kudos to Mr. Nelson.
Good for him. And I wish him all the best. And let's see if we can try and get him on our show, both shows if need be.
Arturo had made a comment I pulled up a moment ago, but he's right. How do you stop a man from stealing? You give him a job.
And a good one too. At least he's helping out his community, and at least he's helping out others like him, because he knows how bad it is out there. And at least here in this city, like, this is what I always like to say, especially to those on Fox News or any kind of media outlet that wants to say that Chicago's just nothing but violence, crime, and there's nothing good here in this city. I believe in the city of Chicago, there are good people here in the city of Chicago. The city is worth defending. The city is worth helping. And there are people like that man who want to help contribute and reshape just how, again, people can live in this city. And again, we all can redeem ourselves. And I'm really glad that at least we covered this story before we go into the weekend. We're at least ending Chicago Corner on a positive note. And I'm glad that we're doing that.
It sounds like it sounds like you're saying Gotham is not beyond saving. There are good people here.
There are good people
Batman
here.
Begins.
Of course. Chicago is Gotham.
Chicago is Gotham.
Chicago is Hell's Reach, too. So there we go.
That's true.